piece. Time for Four Things First. Brandon, start with you. You love the Pelicans hiring Stan Van Gundy.
Oh, man, I love this. Stan, the man, hired by the Pelicans to coach Zion. Look, Zion, if you ever need help with your dribbling, all you got to do is go to your coach, Nick. Look, ball is life. You never lose it. Look at this. Are you not surprised? Look at this. Oh,
it's so
man.
good.
Handles
so
for days.
And here's the thing. Does he not look like one of our producers, Sam? Does he not look like Pep?
No, he doesn't.
No.
He looks like Pep.
Nope.
He looks like
Definitely
Pep.
not.
I wonder if Pep has handles like this. I wonder if Pep, you think Pep
let's
can
move
dribble
on.
like this?
Look, little baseball blooper wilds.
Oh, my God.
Poor Peps.
It's the neatest thing
There's
that's ever
two
happened
weird
on this
things
show.
in the universe, Jenna. One is that parrots can talk. We've got 1 million animals on the planet, and one can speak English, and we're like, yeah, no big deal, parrots can talk. The other one is that baseball fans catch balls with their bare hands all the time. You get criticized if you bring a glove. Well, not this guy. He caught the ball, and you know what? Throw the glove back. He's so excited. So I'm all for it, bringing a glove. No one should ever be criticized for bringing a glove to the game. And if you do catch one, boom, get rid of your glove.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. Duo dreams, Nicholas.
All right, the NFL sent out a tweet, and I'm not going to say it's a bad tweet, but I am going to say that I have some critiques. So they ask you who the best tight end duos of all time are. Forget the fact they left off Fouts and Winslow, Green and Gonzalez. They somehow included Ben Roethlisberger and Heath Miller. But also, Kevin Wildes. Look at the Gronk Brady image in the bottom left. They put him in Bucks jerseys. Bucks jerseys for Brady and Gronk. It was jarring just to see. They've connected for 1 touchdown in those jerseys. What'd they connect for? 87 in Patriots jerseys? Also, by the way, Sharp and Elway is all time, but obviously where they did get it right is they know what the best tight end quarterback duo of all time is. It's that top right. It's the Mahomes, Kelsey. But the other ones are really good. I don't know how Roethlisberger and Heath got on there, though.
All right, so before last night's World Series game, Alex Rodriguez was seen dancing, getting loose, like laying it all out before the game. And I get it. His wife's a famous dancer, so it runs in the family. He could do it. What I don't get is why before every single show, I do the exact same dance, the exact same way, with the exact same moves, and I get killed for it by the guys on my show. You know how I get killed for it? The 3 worst things you could ever hear when you're dancing, and I know because I hear them a lot. Number 1, how you doing, Elaine Bennis? Number 2, are you okay? And the worst thing that I could hear, which I get asked and told all the time by you guys, please be careful, as if somehow I'm going to hurt myself. So thank you very much, all of you guys.
Oh,
this went on for this is my favorite part. That was my bat mitzvah move.
Like
that one went on for a long time.
That's Wilde's dance. You took that from Wilde.
That's a good one right there.
No.
I need to take that from
I bet
J-Lo.
Wildes
J-Lo
can
does
dance.
it, and it'll probably be considered
I bet
a great
Wildes
dance.
can actually dance.
We'll see sometime. We'll do a little dance-off. Let's take a big turn here. Let's talk Antonio Brown. The beleaguered receiver's 8-week suspension is close to ending, and a report yesterday said that the Seahawks are one of a group of teams that are pushing to sign AB now that he'll be eligible to return in Week 9. We heard these rumors before about a potential AB to Seattle move. We've seen AB working out with Russ. So, Brandon, it didn't work out with the Raiders or with the Patriots. We all know why, so we have to wonder, would AB be a good fit with the Seahawks? And if so, why here, why now?
Absolutely. 2 names, Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Pete Carroll, he built his entire system around the people in that building's strengths. When you go to other teams, it's really stale. There's no swagger. There's no sauce. There's no excitement. When you walk into a Pete Carroll team meeting, there's music playing, people running around the place, balls being shot on the basket. It's one of the most amazing things. And Pete Carroll will come up to you if you're not yourself and say, listen, guy, I did not bring you here to be somebody else. So this is perfect for Antonio Brown. Now, there are boundaries. He will tell you, just don't hurt the team. Now, obviously, we've been talking about this for an entire year. Antonio Brown, there's some things that you just can't do. So I'm confident that this guy is doing everything it takes to make sure he's putting himself and the team in a better situation when he's back on the field. But if he goes to another team, the first thing they're going to say is like, Antonio Brown, tell me about Twitter. Tell me about Instagram. What's your thoughts around YouTube? Are you going to post? When are you going to post? How are you going to post? That's not even going to be a conversation around Antonio when he walks in Seattle. They're just going to say, look, if you want to post, that's fine. Actually, we want you to post. Pete Carroll's going to pull out his phone on the practice field and say, man, I love what you tweeted last night. So Antonio Brown can be himself. Russell Wilson, you got to think about the characters that was around him when he was drafted there. I think this will be a good fit. I think there's other places out there that he would fit well. But it's at the end of the day, it's going to be on Antonio Brown how he approaches things when he gets back out there.
Yeah, he had that structure in New England, and it didn't quite work out. So, Nick, let me ask you this, though. If he does land in Seattle, who then has the more explosive offense? The Seattle Seahawks, will they be in Russ, or your Kansas City Chiefs?
See, you guys always put me in this position. You guys just shoehorn the Chiefs into these conversations. Yeah.
Shoehorn
so
them
I
away.
look like the ultimate homer. But we know what the answer is. The answer would be the Chiefs. Like, the Chiefs have the better quarterback, and Russ is great. The only quarterback in football better than Russ is the one that plays in Kansas City. They have the better #1 receiver in Tyreek Hill. And both teams would have just added a once great all-pro Steeler that we don't yet know exactly what they have left in Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. So the answer, you can say, oh, my goodness, all you want, Brandon, but in your heart of hearts, you know the answer to this. The Chiefs have the better tight end, they have the better running backs, and they have the better receiving corps. So the answer is the Chiefs.
I think it's the most predictable. I think it's the most predictable answer, Nick. I really do. I think the Seattle Seahawks, they're more explosive. You can look at the numbers. They have more explosive touchdowns, Nick. You're a stat guy. You like numbers. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you got all these toys and you have Mahomes, but the way the Seattle Seahawks is built is run, 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 and take a shot. They only have Tyler Lockett in the slot to do 2 things. That's it. Everything else is down the field. Seattle Seahawks has the most explosive offense.
Break the tie,
Nick,
Wild.
I think you're right. No, well, I think you're right. I think the answer is the Seahawks, but I'm still on your side, and here's why. The Seahawks are like a sneakerhead with, like, no socks on. It's like, oh, that's really great, but there's a glaring thing that's kind of disgusting about it. The fact that the Seahawks defense is so terrible necessitates them having an explosive offense. They're allowing 471 yards a game. They allow 370 yards through the air, which means, Brandon, if you're a quarterback, you come in and play the Seahawks and you throw for 350 yards, you had a bad game. So the Seahawks are so bad on defense, I think, Jenna, they have to be the more explosive offense.
3 words for you, Wilds. No-show socks. Let's move on to baseball. Our player resume sponsored by Indeed. Upload your resume today. Brandon Lau breaking out of his postseason slump last night. Not 1, 2 opposite field home runs in the Rays Game 2 win. Kevin Cash sticking with him. Never dropped him down that lineup. Nick, you like how this series is going so far?
Perfect time to do it.
Well, listen, I think the Dodgers win tomorrow night. And by the way, America, I'm 2 for 2 on giving you picks. I'm going to give you a parlay this time. The Dodgers and under 8. Walker Buehler holds the Rays to 2 earned over the whole game or over his whole time pitching. We like the Dodgers in a 4-2 win tomorrow night, America.
Never
All
wrong.
right, I like that as well. We're ranking NFL teams on the other side. Nick's tiers. You're going to want to see this. First things first.
Debut of a new segment. Let's go.